I'm again back with another lecture. As discussed in the previous lectures, we were continuing with endomembrane system and its component. We were already doing endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi apparatus and lysosome. These three organelles were completed from my side. The last organelle of the endomembrane system which we were left behind was vacuole, जो हम लोग आज के lecture में cover करेंगे. तो we'll start up with vacuoles. Vacuole is actually not a proper organelle. It is a space. But this space has been enclosed by a membrane. That is the reason why it must be said as a membrane bound space. ये वैक्यूल ना हमारे घर के स्टोर रूम की तरह है. इमेजिन करो व्हाट आवर स्टोर रूम डज. स्टोर रूम में हम लोग यूजफुल चीज़ें भी रखते हैं और कुछ ऐसा सामान भी रखते हैं जो पता नहीं क्यों है लेकिन है उधर. द सेल ऑल्सो यूजेस दिस स्पेस एग्जैक्टली लाइक अ स्टोर रूम. बट वॉट इज द वर्क ऑफ अ वैक्यूल? आई विल बी डिस्क्राइबिंग इट शॉर्टली. बट उससे पहले एक बात बता दूँ, ये जो मेम्ब्रेन है वैक्यूल की अपनी, दिस मेम्ब्रेन इज कॉल्ड tonoplast. Tonoplast is the membrane of the vacuole, and remember the permeability which tonoplast share, it's exactly like that of cell membrane, which denotes it is selectively permeable in nature. That means it selects solutes, selects solvents, and do not allow every solute and every solvent to pass through. So it is selectively permeable in nature. सेल में दो ही चीज़ें सिलेक्टिवली परमिएबल है, एक सेल मेम्ब्रेन है और एक वैक्यूल है जो कि टोनोप्लास्ट की मेम्ब्रेन, जो कि वैक्यूल की मेम्ब्रेन है. नाउ दिस वैक्यूल कैन बी ऑफ वेरियस डिफरेंट टाइप्स एंड इट वेरीज फ्रॉम सेल टू सेल. एक बार क्विकली देख लेते हैं सेल्स में कितने टाइप के वैक्यूल्स हो सकते हैं. अंडर दिस शॉर्ट टॉपिक, टाइप्स ऑफ वैक्यूल्स. वैक्यूल्स में भी सैप वैक्यूल्स, इट कैन बी फूड वैक्यूल्स, इट कैन बी इवन कॉन्ट्रैक्टाइल वैक्यूल्स. एंड बच्चे रिमेंबर, ये जितने टाइप के वैक्यूल्स हमने इधर लिखे हैं ना, ये सब यूकैरियोटिक सेल के साथ एसोसिएटेड है. Obviously with various different organisms, but the cell type with which these vacuoles are associated, they are always a part of eukaryotic cell. You cannot see a sap vacuole as a part of prokaryotic cell. ठीक है? So these are associated with eukaryotic cell. जिसमें से the first to start up is the first vacuole, which is sap vacuole. This is very important. Many lines are there from which previous year exam has asked several different questions. Let's quickly analyze those lines, okay? सबसे पहले याद रखना कहाँ पे occurrence है इसकी. Sap vacuole, they actually occur in case of plant cells, and they are famous for two characters. They are large in size. They are large in size, और एक बार ये बन गया ना सेल के अंदर, it remains throughout. That means this is a permanent structure that you can expect. So it is large in size, permanent in nature, and it occurs in case of plant cell. I hope you all are aware कि plant cell animal cells से ज़्यादा बड़ा है in size. It's larger in size. Why? क्योंकि अपने 90% portion इनको जो दे देता है. That means this vacuole can occupy 90% portion of plant cell. And that is the reason why we have delivered in the previous line that they are large in size, because they can occupy 90% portion of the plant cell. What do the sap vacuole contains? Next we will see what content it has. Very important line. In previous year, this question has also been asked that the contents of the vacuole include water, sap, sap that means soupy material, okay, water, sap जिसमें ions होते हैं, minerals होते हैं, बहुत सारे different kinds of substances होते हैं, water, sap, excretory products, other substances, यही इसीलिए मैंने कहा ना स्टोर रूम है, other substances not required by the cell. So it contains water, it contains sap, it contains excretory products, and it even contains other substances which the cell do not require, but still the vacuole is keeping it. बिल्कुल जैसे स्टोर रूम में कुछ सामान ऐसे होता है ना जो हमें पता नहीं है क्यों है लेकिन है. It's exactly like that. So it stores other substances which are not required by the cell. अब इसमें एक बहुत important discussion करनी है. Look, imagine this as a plant cell. और इस plant cell के तुम लोग जानते हो very important 90% portion of the plant cell is occupied by this vacuole. And this is the membrane of the vacuole, that is tonoblast. देखा जाता है वैक्यूल्स में ना आयॉन्स की कॉन्सेंट्रेशन बहुत ज़्यादा रहता है. These are all the ions which are high in concentration inside the vacuole. तो वैक्यूल के अंदर आयॉन्स की कॉन्सेंट्रेशन बहुत ज़्यादा रहते हैं. ज़्यादा तो रहेगा ही बिकॉज इट इज स्टोरिंग दोज आयॉन्स. तो इफ इट इज एक्टिंग एज अ स्टोरेज, automatically the concentration of ions inside the vacuole, it is higher. You know, high, low, अच्छा, खराब, these are all comparative words, right? किन के comparison में? सेल के साइटोप्लाज्म के comparison में. साइटोप्लाज्म में अगर आयन की कॉन्सेंट्रेशन देखोगे, इट इज लेसर देन व्हाट इज प्रेजेंट इन द इंटीरियर पोर्शन ऑफ द वैक्यूल. That means we can say cytoplasm shows less ionic concentration than that of vacuole. That means concentration of ions inside the vacuole is higher than that of the cell cytoplasm. और इसी वजह से याद रखना, ये आयॉन्स जो है ना, ये आयॉन्स जब साइटोप्लाज्म से वैक्यूल में एंटर करते हैं, साइटोप्लाज्म से वैक्यूल में एंटर करेगा, दे डज द प्रोसेस एक्टिवली. Obviously, because from cytoplasm, if they enter into the vacuole, that means they are traveling against the concentration gradient with the consumption of ATP. That means active transport is occurring. So note down this line. This is a very important line, we should say. Repeated times this line has been asked in the form of a statement in the questions, so take it down. That ions are actively transported from cytoplasm into the vacuole. And then it falls under ABTSH rule. Yani hence is coming. That means this can be asked in a type of question. Hence, their concentration inside vacuole is higher than cell cytoplasm. That means if this is given as an assertion that ions are actively transported from cytoplasm into the vacuole, what would be the reason against this assertion? The reason would be that concentration inside the vacuole, it is higher then what is the concentration in the cell cytoplasm. तो अगर कम concentration से ज़्यादा concentration की तरफ जा रहा है तो automatically चीज़ें actively transport होगी. These are some of the points which has been covered under SAP vacuole in NCERT. Do focus on them. This is very important. Firstly, the occurrence part. Then comes how much portion is occupied for the plant cell. Then its content, very important, water, sap, excretory products and other substances not required by the cell. And lastly, this ionic concentration part, how things are getting transported from the cytoplasm into the vacuole. But we know there are two more type of vacuoles as well in a eukaryotic cell along with SAP vacuole. Let's quickly check them. They are food vacuole. Again, the first thing that we will see is the occurrence. Where do it occur? It occurs in protists. I hope you are aware what protists are. Now, these are unicellular eukaryotic group of organisms like amoeba, paramecium, euglena. So, they mostly occur as a part of protists. And how they are being formed, this is very important. They are being formed by engulfing food particles. Suppose मान लो this is the amoeba. और amoeba के लिए कुछ खाना इधर वेट कर रहा है. Some food is waiting for amoeba and amoeba is desperate to trap those food. So what does amoeba do? अपने मेम्ब्रेन के मदद से, अपने सेल मेम्ब्रेन के मदद से ऐसा एक छोटा सा वेसिकल बना के फूड पार्टिकल्स को एनगल्फ कर लेते हैं और सेल के अंदर ला लेते हैं. फूड पार्टिकल्स को एनगल्फ करके अपने सेल के अंदर ला लेते हैं. तो दिस एमीबा दे ट्राई एंड एनगल्फ द फूड पार्टिकल्स. And after engulfing it, can you see it is keeping the food, stored inside a membrane bound structure. This is what is called as food vacuole. So how is this food vacuole formed? It is being formed by engulfing food particle. This is type of a vacuole which is formed by engulfing of food particles, and this is frequently seen in case of protists. A very good example is amoeba. So this is one kind of a vacuole that has been formed by engulfing of food vacuole seen in protists, that is food vacuole. After food vacuole, another type of vacuole, let us describe that, that is contractile vacuole. Contractile vacuole can be seen in protists mainly. Contractile vacuole, they occur, occurrence is very important, occurs in amoeba. That means amoeba can contain food vacuole formed by engulfing food particle, or they even contain contractile vacuole. You know what kind of an organism amoeba is? It's free living, it is aquatic. And I hope you are aware that aquatic organism maintains a osmolyte balance in their cell. क्योंकि अगर proper osmotic concentration वो maintain नहीं करेगा ना, either the cell will lose much water or it will gain enough water, and both are harmful for the cell, because if it gains more water na, it will have a tendency to burst. And if it loses maximum of its water, it will have a tendency to shrink and then die off. And both are harmful for the cell. So to balance the water and the osmotic concentration, it performs a process called as osmoregulation, which is done by this contractile vacuole. So the first function of the contractile vacuole is that helps in osmoregulation. It also have a contribution in excretion. It helps to expel out substances from the cell. If amoeba needs to expel out something from the cell, it does it with the help of this contractile vacuole. The contractile vacuole does two things. It helps in osmoregulation and excretion. As seen in amoeba, and other protists also show another type of vacuole, which is called food vacuole, formed by engulfing of food particles. And plant possess another type of vacuole, which is called as sap vacuole. So basically we saw that eukaryotic cell, they are having three different types of vacuole: sap vacuole, food vacuole and contractile vacuole. एंडोमेम्ब्रेन सिस्टम के थ्रू जो भी मटेरियल ईआर से गोल्गी में पैकेज मॉडिफाई हो जाते हैं, ये वैक्यूल में आके सेल टेम्पोररी स्टोर करते हैं और फिर वैक्यूल से इट कैन बी डिलीवर्ड टू ईदर इनटू द इंट्रासेलुलर टारगेट और टू द एक्स्ट्रासेलुलर टारगेट. दैट मीन्स वैक्यूल इज बीइंग यूज्ड बाय द सेल फॉर स्टोरेज पर्पस. ये बिल्कुल एक स्पेस है मेम्ब्रेन बाउंड जहाँ पे हम लोग सामान स्टोर कर रहे हैं. एंड एज सेड प्रीवियसली दैट दिस मेम्ब्रेन ऑफ द वैक्यूल इज कॉल्ड टोनोप्लास्ट. और इसी से क्या हो गया, हम लोग जो 4 ऑर्गेनल्स देखे थे एंडोमेम्ब्रेन सिस्टम में, ER, गोल्गी, लाइसोसोम्स एंड वैक्यूल, वी आर डन विद दैट. अगले लेक्चर में हम लोग स्टार्ट करेंगे विथ सेमी ऑटोनॉमस सेल ऑर्गेनल where mitochondria and plastic becomes a part of it. अगले लेक्चर में मिलते हैं बच्चे. That's all for today. Thank you all of you.